All right, terrific. This is really fun. We have a special call here tonight. I know now you've had a chance to try some of the products over the last few weeks, over the last few months. Some of you very new to Nikan and the product experience. And I'm a little old hat to Nikan. I've had so many incredible stories to tell, but we want to be able to record this so that we can share this with others who we want to share the Nikan story with and how these products have affected us. So what I'd like to do is I'd just like to invite you, as I see you on the screen, to just jump in and tell us your product experience. If you want to spice it up with something else that you've added to it, just let us know how the Nikan products have impacted you in your health, in your life, and how single out whatever product that really that you want to talk about tonight. So let's start with Erica. You're on the top of the screen. Erica, why don't you share your story with us?
Sure. So I'd like to share the sleep system. That was my first purchase that I absolutely in love with. I have much better sleep, deeper sleep, and believe it or not, even my dreams are better. I don't know if this makes any sense or not. Maybe it's the level of sleep, how deep you're sleeping, but even my dreams are better, which I like a lot. I wake up refreshed, and and the product is absolutely amazing. That's all I can say about it.
Well, let me ask you, what have you noticed during the course of your day that that better night's sleep has been able to provide for you?
It gives me more energy because you get better sleep quality. So it's very, very important for the day-to-day activities.
Excellent. Okay. Well, by the way, we call that Technicolor. Dreams in Technicolor. That's kind of a common thing. So, welcome to the
Okay.
Dreaming in Technicolor.
I
Cool.
like I like it.
All right. I'm going to slide over to Mateo. Mateo, share your story. Thank you, Erica.
So my first experience with the Nikon products was with actually with this necklace, and I got it when I just registered to the company, and the previous day we went to skiing with my family for the first time, and it was the first time. So skiing is not as easy as you can see in the people there. Like I fall like all the time. I was more in the ice than in my feet. So the next day, that was Friday and Saturday, I was sore. I have everything like I couldn't even wake up from my bed. It was like 4 p.m. already, and I was in pain. And my wife she was like nothing. Like I'm like, what happened? Like, why you? What is the difference between you and me? And the difference was that she was wearing this the day before and that day, and I said, borrow me that that necklace. I want to see. I want to experience what is this about. And I put it, and to be honest, in 30 minutes. I I wake up and like was nothing, like nothing. I like didn't have any.
Back to yourself.
Yeah. And the next day I had the most powerful day after this like Saturday was like very, very low energy and everything. And the next day was full of energy, no sore, nothing in my body, and yeah, I really started to believe in this technology. Uh, I still don't know exactly how that can happen, definitely, but definitely works. So yeah, I really love that.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing. I know well, I'm wearing mine. I can't live without it. So I know the feeling. Alejandro, we're going to go down to you on the screen. Why don't you share your story with us, please? Thanks, Mateo.
Hi guys. Well, my experience it's about the sleep system. So I have a 6-year-old, and since he was born, my sleep has gone to crap. Sorry if I couldn't say that. It's been pretty bad. I wake up in the middle of the night. I don't know how long I'm gonna be awake. And then I had a second child. And Wednesday was starting to get better at first. My second came, and same thing. This kid has like these times at night that he could be awake for like 2 hours, and I just wake up destroyed. And I tried everything. I had a sleep consultant I worked with. I did the dark room, sound machine, magnesium. I did everything. I stopped my TV by 9:30 so I could be at 10:30 and sleep in bed. So I tried all these things, and I get to know Nikan, and I hear about the sleep system, and I'm like, okay, that's the thing I want to try. That's the thing I need to work on because I tried everything. Nothing has given me that deep sleep I need. And I tried the sleep system, and a few days in, my baby had another of those nights that he's awake for 2 hours. And I wake up in the morning, and even though I had the same amount of sleep I had other nights, I wasn't dragging my feet. Like I felt like, okay, I don't feel as destroyed as I normally would. I feel like I have energy. I did my workouts. I didn't feel like at the end of the day I just needed to go to bed because I was so destroyed. And this has happened several nights. And it keeps happening that I'm awake in the morning and I'm feeling okay. Like I feel like I rested. So even though I'm sleeping the same amount of hours, my sleep quality has changed a lot. So I feel energized by the time I wake up and through my day, because that's sometimes it could come to the time that dinner time, I'm just like, I have a moment on the couch, like, I just need to close my eyes. That doesn't happen anymore. So that's for me the biggest impact I had in my life since I started with Nikan, seriously.
And that's not a small thing. I mean, our sleep is what we do presumably 1/3 of our life. And there's a reason why it's mandatory. We can't live without sleep. It's the regenerative process. So to see that you're regenerating and feeling more alert, more energized, that's awesome. That, especially with a young family, that can really have a huge impact on how your day is going to go and whether you're going to feel great or not so great. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing, Alejandra.
No
Fabi,
problem.
I see you're out on the road walking. Why don't you share your story with us?
Yes, I couldn't make it back home on time. Well, mine is with the Mac Duo, actually.
Oh, you muted out. There you go.
Yeah, no, because there was a truck passing by. Well, mine is with the Mac Duo in two specific occasions. One, just coming back from 2 weeks walking vacation with my mom in Europe. My calves were very tired. And actually today, a month ago, it's when I came back. I had everything in the mail room. I picked it up. I opened. I said, "Let me try it. Let me open." I'm like, "Okay, let me try this one. This is supposed to be for massage." And I did it on my calves, and not even 3 minutes. I'm like, "Oh, they are looser now." So I tried it on my mom as well, and she was like, "Okay, the same." Under 3 minutes, massaging her back, her shoulders. She was able to move it. Like it really released. So, but that's not the biggest one that I really love. Like I'm really in love with that McDoy's. Uh, on last Wednesday, one of those days that I felt down. I mean, I was feeling blue, and something's going in a loop in my head. So I said, okay, I do energy work. And this helps with the energy field, really, or it has that magnetic effect. And I said, let me try it. And fair enough, I did try it in my head. I felt heat coming out of it. And ever since a particular matter that I had been working for almost 47 years now, uh, I'm able to pass that mentally speaking. So yeah, it's very emotional actually because it's been a lot like recurrent thing on my life, and I just said, let me try it, and I did, and I'm working through it. Like finally I'm making that progress, and I'm really happy about it.
That's amazing. That's fantastic. Wow, to live with something for 47 years and finally get some relief is amazing. And only minutes too. I can think of a lot of people who might want to hear this story. Okay, thank you, Fabi. Roberto, we're gonna go up to you.
Okay. Well, my story is about just my story is about a turning point that I had in my life. So I completely redefined how I view health, energy, and what our bodies are truly capable of when given the right environment. So a few years ago, I had a severe accident while riding my bike that resulted in a fractured femur. It was a massive wake-up call because during my recovery, I came to realize that my body was profoundly dehydrated and highly acidic. So because I wasn't putting the right elements into it. And my body was actually draining nutrients from my own bones just to try and keep itself balanced. So I felt completely depleted, sluggish, and stiff at the end of every day. And I thought it was normal because I'm an athlete. So I think, oh, this is normal for a person like me. But that is when I was introduced to Nick and Spy Water in a product called Waterfall. And I started drinking it consistently. And I would say that within just a matter of days, I noticed a dramatic shift. My daily energy began to soar, and I felt a noticeable improvement in my overall joint mobility and flexibility. It was like my cells were finally waking up after more than 50 years of being an athlete and moving my body. So, seeing those results, I decided to look at my health from the inside out. I shifted completely my nutrition toward more alkaline foods, of course, and beverages. And I fully integrated Niken's whole food supplements into my routine, including my favorite, which is the meal replacement called KVB. And this combination completely rebalanced me, giving me, I would say, a level of mental clarity, even and physical stability that I hadn't felt in years. So today, my wellness environment is complete. I can say that for sure. And every single night, I sleep surrounded by three advanced natural technologies in our sleep system, and I breathe in fresh air, revitalizing negative ions through the Kenko air purifier. And voila, the result is my body has completely recovered the deep, vibrant energy it needs. So I wake up fully charged, mentally serene, and I would say physically vital. So, because I reclaim my health, I now have the clarity to drive whatever I want to pursue and bigger goals because I have that clarity not only in my body, but in my mind. Because when you're good physically, you think better and you make better decisions. So that I would say it's my transformation through the years.
Wow, fantastic. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you for sharing, Roberto. Okay, let's go to Sabrina. Tell us your story.
Oh wow, I have been thinking, which one am I gonna share? But I will say my top two. But I think all of them are my top. I am fan. I use Nikken products every day. Not only me, my mom, my dad, and my daughters. They use it. So the water. For me, the water was a really before and after. And my hair changed. Like I was losing a lot of hair. I couldn't do this to like touch my hair because a bunch of hair will come out. And they stopped falling. Not only that, I already in 3 months, I have been in Nikken for 3 months and I already lost 4 kilos. So that's like 8 pounds. So I'm really happy. And I have to say it's the water because I didn't change anything else in my diet. So it is the water. My skin changed, my energy levels went up. So I don't feel pain on my joints anymore. Like, so basically those 4 kgs were retention, water retention. I was retaining water. And I can feel it on my clothes. Like I feel that I'm not, swollen anymore. So that's one of the biggest one. The sleeping system. The sleeping system, I wake up with no body aches. Like no body aches. I used to wake up like so sore, everything. And my daughters, they sleep with me. They sleep. Dead sleep. They don't wake up at night. So I hear you, Ale. It is incredible. So those are my top two, but I use
Fantastic.
many other products.
Fantastic. Wow. If that's all you had, that would be enough. I mean, amazing. Thank you. Tatiana, how about yourself? Tell us your story.
Perfect. So, yeah, well, my story it starts actually back in Colombia when I was a customer of Nikin as well with the waterfall system. My parents purchased it and we would all only drink Nikin water. So everything, was fine. But then I moved to Canada in 2016, and then I realized that my hands and my skin would be like incredibly like dry, and I would even get like cracked screen, like cracked screen, skin. Yeah, like cracks on my skin. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. So yeah, I didn't like necessarily immediately kind of like thought, oh, it was the water, right? Because I lived like that for many years. So I thought, like the chemicals, like the salt on the water here in Canada. I also own a catering business, so I use my hands a lot, etc. So then when I started thinking about, okay, what could it be? Because I use so many different creams and, like things to try to hydrate my hands, and nothing really like helped. And then I was like, oh, well, it could be a water. So I purchased like a filter, like a random filter, and it actually didn't work. And then I found a friend that she was like working with Nikken here in Canada, and I was like, oh my God, Nikken, yes, this company, like I used to like consume, their products, etc. back in Colombia. I would love to, like try them again. So I purchased my own water filter for my home here in Canada. And honestly, I was like super excited to try it and very hopeful, to recover back the health of my skin. And when I got it the first day, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna use any creams or anything at all, just drink the water. And I drank it like the first day, like literally my hands were like like it started to recover. I don't know, it was like magic. I was like, oh my God, this is insane. It is the water. So yeah, like I kept drinking the water consistently for like, let's say, a week, and literally I had no cracks in my hands afterwards. It was still kind of like cold weather, because here in Canada it's cold pretty much all year long. So I was like, okay, it's not, like summertime or anything like that. So I had, that, yeah, like, like kind of like the same variables. The only change was the water, and I definitely saw like a difference. And then the other thing that I never take away is these necklace, like which it's not super nice in terms of like like the look of it, but I honestly I don't care, because for me the most important thing is my health. And again, like I require a lot of energy every single day, and since using it I feel like a lot more energized. I don't have so many like body, like like yeah, like when I work a lot, because I'm standing a lot, my body feels, yeah, like it hurts, right? A little bit. So since using this thing, honestly, I haven't felt that, which is amazing, because yeah, like I want to feel at my best when I'm doing my work, etc., and when I'm at home, so like when I get back home, I still have energy to spend with my family, which is a huge win for me. So yeah, aside from that, I have tried many other products and I love them all, but I'm gonna just like share the review for those two. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. You're not at all excited about this.
Yeah, exactly. I get super excited, so then I cannot stop talking. So sorry.
It's great. Okay, and finally, Anna Paula, tell us your story.
Yeah, hi everyone. So I'm gonna share, I have been trying all of them. I love them, but I just gonna share two of them that I feel that was a big change in my life. So I'm gonna give a little bit of context. So I'm pregnant of twins, and everyone knows like for a pregnant woman, it's really hard to get sleep and rest. And when I try the sleep system, the Nikken sleep system, was a big change for me. So I started sleeping, resting. It improved my daily life, but improved my daughter's life, my husband's life, like family. the whole family. So I'm impressed of that. And for a pregnant woman, I think it's a big improvement because it's very, very challenging for us to sleep. And the another one is the waterfall. So I had similar problems like Tatiana. So when I came to Canada, I started suffering a little bit of dry skin. And when I start constantly drinking the Nikken waterfalls water, that changed like dramatically. Like it was from day one, I started feeling the change. So my skin, my hair, like everything changed. And even now that I'm pregnant, so it's very hard for us to feel hydrated because we need more water during the pregnancy. So that changed. I remember my first pregnancy, I started like drinking water and water and water, and you never feel like hydrated. And with Nikken water, that changed. Like I drink like normal water. I don't need to drink like 2 waterfalls to feel hydrated. And that is a big change for me.
Fantastic. Wow. All of these stories remind me of something I remember when I first heard about this. I heard a video, and a person on the video said, you know, you can sell just about anything to anybody. They might like it. They might even tell somebody about it. But when you can take away someone's discomfort or improve their life, they'll tell everybody about it. And I feel that that's kind of how you feel right now, anxious to share this with other people, just like you have on this call tonight. So I appreciate you all taking the minute to share with us. And we'll share this with others because we know there's a long way to go before the rest of the world knows about us, and we need to do a better job of letting them know. So hopefully some people will watch this video and get a real curiosity and want to learn more about this. So thanks, everybody. And we can wrap up.